doesn't happen at some key point after competency 6. It happens right from the beginning of the session. When your client comes in and you ask, what do you want from the session? And they take 10 minutes to tell you a big narrative, that big, and then they go on talking. And you help them in about 20 minutes to narrow down to a session outcome or a session goal that looks like one sentence. You've already evoked awareness in that person. So that big burden they were walking around with is now become that small. But I want to say this, it's a certain type of condition being presented that would allow for the space for awareness to be evoked. For example, one of it is confidentiality or a safe space, trust, safety, confidentiality, and where there's enough silence, there's enough quiet moments for something more to emerge, right? There has to be this condition for awareness to emerge. And coaching, the process of coaching is one profession that provides that. Yeah, the last few markers or bullet points there is about how the coach shows up, exactly that point. And of course, one of the things is coach will ask questions one at a time, using language that's clear and concise. And it says primarily open-ended questions. All this creates that environment for simplicity, right? How the coach comes across, because it's evoking more in the client. So more is coming out of the client, and the coach is playing a lesser space of just simply partnering with the client to do some simple questions, one at a time, that's doing all these evoking. Sharing is for adding something to the client, right? The same as curiosity. When you ask curious questions, it's to learn more about your client. Or same with sharing. There's something happening in that moment, and if you want to share something, it's intuitive or comments, thoughts, feelings, suggestions, and the coach is not attached to it, meaning the coach will check it in with the client. Clients can say, yeah, that's a great point, and start building on it. Because you can ask, well, what's great about it that's landed for you? Which part of this is great for you? Because now you're checking into the client, how it's sitting with them. Now it becomes about the client, but the coach said something to trigger off something more in the client. So there's a huge value in that, in how coach shares. And I hear what you're saying, Mia, because a lot of coaches are very concerned, sometimes over-concerned with leading. Like they wonder, what am I leading? And I think clients pay a lot of money for coaching. And the coaches are leading them, they will tell you, listen, I don't want to go where you're taking me. This is my journey and it doesn't sit well with me. So you will get a sense from the client, even if they don't use words, you get an away reaction from them.